receiving it from the Queen. Peter Rodrigues, the cup for Southampton.
The Dell was a unique place because it was so tight. I mean, I don't think all the time I played at the Dell, I was there for a long time, and teams didn't like to come down and play at the Dell. We used to get good results against big teams, and I think the year after we got relegated, we would have probably got relegated out of the second division if we hadn't won all our home games, but we were bankers at home and couldn't get a result away from home.
Great atmosphere at the Dell in them days, you know, I mean, well, it always was a great atmosphere at the Dell. Because number one, it was enclosed, number two, it was wooden stands, and just to get a rattle on, people would just stamp their feet, and ooh, the rest of it, you get 20,000 people stamping their feet, and it's just unbelievable atmosphere.
But nobody liked to come. I mean, a friend of mine who played for Liverpool with Phil Neal, Phil came from the same village as me, back in Bedfordshire, just outside Bedfordshire at school. And the day I signed for Southampton, he signed for Liverpool. And from Northampton, because he was at Northampton and I was at Gillingham. And we remained friends, and he used to say when we were talking, he said, we hate this place. I hated coming down to the Dell because it was so tight, and there was, the noise, and the pitch was not as big. I don't think it was the smallest pitch, in the league, but it seemed small because it was so confined, and they didn't like it, and so that was good advantage to us. Always the home form was superb,
and we used to love it. And if you didn't get sort of 2 or 3 goals, the crowd would be disappointed. Every game was, basically over the top, boys. It was. That siege mentality, you had to get into them. And
I think we had Blackpool in the next round, who were in the lower league than us. I think they were in the second division at the time, and I can remember that game because I played well that night. And we went comfortably. We beat them comfortably 3-1, 3-0, and I made a couple of goals, so I can remember that.
Yeah, a couple for Shannon.
Shannon got 2, yeah, and Bobby, bless him, got the other one. Yeah, I think a lot of it was from free kicks and corners. I used to take a lot of the dead balls, and Mick got his head on one, and I think Peter got his head on one, but it didn't go where he wanted it to. But it ricocheted, and Bobby stuck it in, and then Mick got another one from a corner, and it was a comfortable win, really.
And receiving it from the Queen. Peter Rodrigues, the cup for Southampton.